Coming up next, the Warriors taking on the Bulls. For Golden State, playing at a high level deep into the season, and they're hungry to keep it going tonight. Bulls, Warriors, and tip-off coming right after this. Hi, and thanks for joining us on 2K Sports NBA action. It's coming up, along with the all-star team of Stan Van Gundy, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce. I'm Brian Anderson. Okay, a chance to look at some numbers for Anthony Simons.
He's been playing a larger role in their offense over the past 5 games. And we see that in his usage rate, which has gone up during that stretch. We'll see if they continue to lean on him here tonight.
The starters for the Golden State Warriors. Butler and Draymond are the 3 and the 4. Then it's Daniel Gafford. Then there's Stephen Curry. And it's Bennett in at the point guard. And for Chicago, Okoro is out there with Buzelis. Then it's Trey Jones. Then it's Smith. And it's Simons in at the 2. Still in the early stages of the season here. But some people are already talking about MVP and Rookie of the Year, Grant.
You know, I think it's a little early for that. I mean, those decisions are a long way off. But, you know, B.A., I guess it never hurts to take a peek.
Oh, got that one up quick.
You don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
Jones, the pass to Smith. Simons outside. This one for 3. Gets the 3 ball to go.
Well, Simons is a sharpshooter. He wanted those 3 points back and went out and took them.
Bennett offline with a 3. And it's Jones with the ball for the Bulls. To the inside. And there's Okoro. That one's good. And the assist from Jones.
Well, you love assisted hoops. That's good offense.
Here's Bennett. And that one's good. That makes him 2 for 3.
Now, you want to get him going as soon as possible. Great way for him to start this game.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what. If he gets into a good rhythm early, watch out.
Now here's Jones. Looking at his production, close to 12 points a game. That shot wide open. Simons has got his second basket on the night.
Yeah, and Simons takes a lot of threes because he's confident in how dangerous he can be from there.
I'll tell you, those finishes are always extra special when they come from your point guard.
Oh, forget about his passing. Can we see more dunking?
Wow, that is an impressive vertical for a point guard. My goodness.
Jones got a hand on it. Butler passes to Bennett. The 3. Good efficiency. He's drained 4 out of 5.
Well, they just need to keep getting him the ball. He has been terrific this quarter.
All right, guys, we're lucky to have Shams Charania joining us now. Our 2K insider calling in with a story. What do you got, Shams?
Well, there was a bit of uncertainty over the summer about whether the Bulls would stick with Billy Donovan or not. He also received some interest from the Knicks, but that was cleared up when the organization chose to extend him on a multi-year deal. It cements his role with the team as they continue to build. Guys, the Bulls have committed to Billy Donovan for the long haul.
He knows his stuff. Shams, thank you. Here's Jones. After the Warriors picking up a basket just a moment ago. Can they get it? The shot by Buzelis is no good.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
And they've been producing at a high level.
No question. They're in a nice rhythm offensively. And he was dominant in their last outing. And the same thing here tonight. He is in a terrific groove right now.
Yeah, for sure. He is just oozing confidence. Thinks every shot is going in. They should just keep running sets for him.
Porzingis has checked in for Draymond Green. And so Billy Donovan calls timeout. He's going to take a moment to give him a breather and talk things over. Now let's check out the Western Conference standings and see how they look here in December. Taking a look at Golden State. They're sitting at the top of their conference right now with the #1 record.
Well, I think for the Warriors, they've just been relentless coming out of the gates. And what I love is that everyone is focused. You couldn't have asked for a better start.
Yeah, and it's to no one's surprise. This is a well-run, well-coached organization. They have a strong culture. They're going to be a tough out for anyone.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
Well, when you are the aggressor this early, it is intimidating.
Just so successful getting the ball inside and finding those great looks.
Out to Simons. No good from outside. The Warriors lead by 7. And Anthony Simons has grown his reputation. But he still flies a little under the radar, Stan.
Yeah, he hasn't been in high visibility situations like an epic playoff game that puts you on everyone's map. But opponents sure fear him and respect him.
Now here's Jones. And it's out of bounds. Still Chicago's ball. And that shot was going nowhere thanks to that aggressive swat.
I mean, letting them know up front that he's on the hunt tonight and eager to knock away shots. I love it.
For Chicago, Miller comes in for Okoro, and Giddey's subbed in for Jones. The Warriors also with a sub. Santos is checked in. And here in the first quarter, a little over 3.5 minutes played. Shot clock at 3. And once again, off the mark by Chicago.
Well, when they're playing off you, you have to make them pay. And he couldn't.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Just a bit ago, Billy Donovan and I were able to chat. We discussed their matchup against Stephen Curry, and Coach told me we have to be active. We have to be intense. We need to deny him the ball and smother him when he does have it. We have to take away his breathing room. Well, we know what happens when you give Curry room to operate, guys. Guys, back to you.
And Allie, thank you for that. And the Warriors with possession. They're on a 16-5 run.
He's as surprised as we are. Most nights, that bucket is automatic.
To the middle. Buzelis. That one falls. He's now 1 for 3.
He still needs to fill out to be more physical down there, and that will come with time. But Buzelis can handle his own.
Here's Bennett. Knocks down the triple. Bennett's got 22.
This has been just a dreadful start for them defensively. Not good at all.
Pass to Buzelis. Out to Simons. Now here's Giddey. Fires it. That misses, so no good on his first attempt of the night.
Grab that one. However, so far they're getting a little out-hustled on the boards. Back-to-back threes, making their defense work on the perimeter a bit.
Now here's Simons. He takes it in. And some nice defense there to end the quarter. And so it's the Golden State Warriors in a good situation, up by 13 points to close the quarter. Their defensive efforts have paid off, effectively shutting down the opposing offense. Time for a quick break, then back to the action. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Warriors.
Well, the coaching staff's game plan is very clear. Move the ball on the perimeter and shoot the shots with no hesitation.
Man, they're just having their way, bullying the other team in the painted area, imposing their will.
So Chicago going with an almost entire new group here. Smith, he's checked in for Richards. Buzelis comes in for Yabusele. Okoro is checked in for Miller. And it's Jones in for Sexton. Buzelis out there with Okoro. Then it's Josh Giddey. Then it's Trey Jones. And it's Smith in at the 5. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago. Jones finds Smith. Here's Giddey. Inside. Jones. Back to Giddey. Chicago passing it around. Fires the 3. Finally gets one to go. That makes him 1 for 5 in this game.
Well, so often the facilitator, Giddey on the finishing end there.
Oh, a really deep 3 that time. Bennett's got 5 points in the quarter.
His scoring is a big reason why they're up right now. Let's see if they can close it out.
And it's Giddey off the drive. The 3, Smith. It's rebounded by Golden State. And they are the winners of 24 consecutive games, which ties a record set by those dominant Warriors teams back in 2016.
Well, it's really unbelievable. I had a 10-game win streak with the Magic as a head coach, and I'm trying to imagine more than doubling that kind of a run. It's really unthinkable, the amount of consistent good fortune and effort that it takes to do something like this. Well, he's a reason why they're winning right now. He's been efficient offensively, and his confidence continues to grow.
Here's Giddey. Down low. Here's Jones. And Porzingis with the block.
A unicorn out there doing what he does on defense, protecting the paint.
Anthony Simons, he's checked in for Chicago. And Golden State also making a switch. Santos is checked in for Jimmy Butler. Just 5 on the clock. Jones. And once again, off the mark by Chicago.
You have to credit their effort. I mean, they've done an amazing job on the glass. And it hasn't just been their stellar offense. Their defense has been effective as well.
Great example of how to build a lead and then sustain it. You win games on both ends of the floor.
And it's Jones with the ball for Chicago. First chance of the year for them to go up against this Warriors team.
They split their games last season and both figure to be fighting for playoff spots this year.
That's a textbook catch and shoot. Simons got his feet lined up and was ready to go.
Chicago has gone 3 for 7 from the perimeter during the second quarter. Pass to Okoro. Out to Simons. Back to Okoro. There's the 3. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. Porzingis has got his 5th rebound in this one. Shot is good by Bennett.
Whoo, this guy is as hot as they come from distance. Defensively, you almost have to pick him up once he crosses half court.
Here's Simons. No good. Would have counted had it gone. And so it's the Golden State Warriors up 25 big ones as we head into the next period. Their efficiency has been off the charts. They're running their sets well with patience and purpose. We'll be right back after this word.
Please direct your attention to center court and get ready for the fan half-court shots. Drums. They're thinking about the shot. Yes.
Hey folks, thanks for joining us. It would be an understatement to say it's been a great half for Golden State.
They've imposed their will on the glass, getting all the 50-50 balls and maybe even a few 20-80 balls.
Love the activity. Don't just say you want to win. Prove it and get it.
And now we get to check out the top performers from their respective teams in that first half.
Yeah, these two are getting after it. They're working overtime to be the guy. They've got each other fired up.
It's almost like they're playing their own game of one-on-one. That's it for us. Thanks for tuning in. Now let's send you over to Brian Anderson with the third period.
As we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it's been a runaway. And Grant, when talking about certain players, we hear expressions like, he does the little things, or he does the dirty work. What does all that mean exactly?
You know, it's about what doesn't show up in the box score. Setting good screens, winning those 50-50 balls, hustling back on defense. Often, it's just as important as putting up those points.
On the floor for the Warriors, Butler and Draymond are the 3 and the 4. Then it's Daniel Gafford. Then there's Stephen Curry. And it's Bennett in at the point.
Huge night for him. I love how he's searching for his shot attempts, trying to carry them to the finish line.
Fires from deep. The putback. Gafford grabs the miss.
And right now, they're +8 in the rebounding category. That's helping them run away with this.
Boom! He jams it straight down.
Well, he's getting all he can offensively and making the most of it.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Hey, Brian. The Chicago Bulls retiring the jersey of hometown hero and former league MVP Derrick Rose. His coach with the Bulls, Tom Thibodeau, said the true measure of a man is how he handles adversity and dog, and there's no question in my mind he is a Hall of Fame player. Back to you.
All right, Allie, thank you. Shot is good by Bennett.
3 straight buckets to start the half. This is how they wanted to come out and execute.
Here's Jones, and he converts the layup. Jones has gotten his second bucket.
Jones gutting it out in close.
Here's Bennett, and that one is stuffed right through.
This guy is putting on a clinic for the people.
Man, I'm shocked. I can't believe he pulled that off in a real game. A terrific view of that move captured on the connected cam, thanks to AT&T. For Chicago, they've gone 3 of 5 from the field in this third quarter. Here's Jones. Misses off the right iron.
He expects to make every one of those, and we expect him to make them too.
Shot is good by Bennett.
Like a matador. Olé! There was no defense. That has to be one of the easier shots I've seen tonight.
An unorganized defense like that is not going to help them close this deficit. Well, it's been a frustrating night for him at the offensive end, just not able to give them any kind of a lift.
I know that he has the ability and confidence to sink that shot, but better luck next time, maybe.
That's one of those heat check shots, and heat check is a synonym for bad shot.
And it's Simons missing.
And their physical dominance has been on display. A 10
and again!
And it's hard to believe how many times he's lit up the scoreboard like this over the years.
He's coming very close to tying the mark for 4th most 50-point games in NBA history. And again, no good by Chicago.
Well, his shot selection's been poor. If I were coaching this team, he'd be sitting next to me.
And the bucket is good.
And just executing at a high level. I mean, taking what the defense allows and putting in the work.
Yeah, come on. They're just having their way out there and continuing to press the advantage.
Will it go? Warriors with the rebound. Gafford's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Butler passes to Green. Here's Bennett. Good! Another from 3. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable, B.A. Unbelievable.
Back to Jones. Gafford grabs the miss. Gafford's got his 8th rebound here tonight.
Well, they desperately need him to get going offensively. He's got to refocus and just start taking better shots.
Oh, connects again. 60 points. This guy can't be stopped right now.
They've had no answer for him in this one.
Pass to Buzelis. There's Simons with a 3. That's good. And it's Jones with the assist. Jones has got 4 assists now tonight.
Making his mark from long range today. That's his 2nd triple of the half, his 5th overall.
Oh, wasted no time on that one.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
Pass to Buzelis. Back to Jones. Oh, deflected. Butler with a steal. 7-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock.
Great awareness there from Butler, able to snatch away the ball and get that fast break going.
Here's Simons. 15 points in the game. 19 seconds left in the third quarter. Fires the 3. Gafford grabs the miss. Gafford's got 9 rebounds in the game. Boy, he's getting it done. Oh, and he just knocked down the buzzer beater.
Oh, they're on fire. The run punctuated by the big trifecta.
And so it's the Golden State Warriors, way out of reach with an enormous lead as we head into a break. They've had incredible success defensively, taking away good looks and pressuring shooters. We'll be back in a moment. Head coach Billy Donovan is mic'd up along the sidelines. Let's check it out.
We should never get beat like that in transition when they throw the ball. Those points add up right now. Let's be locked in and focused right now.
Billy Donovan not too happy. Failing to get back on defense, a major sin in the game of... And so it's the Warriors taking care of business in this one. A statement road victory. So impressive.
Statement indeed, B.A. It was in enemy territory. They controlled the game and took the crowd completely out of it. That's how you win on the road.
And that'll do it, folks. Alongside Stan Van Gundy, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson saying thanks for tuning in to the NBA on 2K Sports. And now, our player of the game.
Thanks for joining us. The NBA Cup has been pretty wild so far. And now we're in the Western Conference quarterfinals. Our game tonight featuring the Golden State Warriors as they go up against the San Antonio Spurs. I'm Kevin Harlan along with Tim Legler and Greg Anthony. And our reporter on the sideline tonight, Allie LaForce. Now we get a chance to check out the standings out west. Already we're in December. Take a look at the Warriors. They like where they stand right now, perched in that topmost position. And checking out San Antonio, 10 games behind.
And right now for the Spurs, they've been taking no prisoners here in the early part of the season. It's been a very fast start and a lot of focus for this group.
Yeah, coming into the year, they were certainly one of the favorites, if not the favorite, and they have not disappointed.
And the starting group for the Spurs, filling the perimeter spots, are Castle and Vassell. Barnes operates at the 4 with Wembanyama at the 5. And it's Harper in at the point. And for Golden State, the forward spots will be Butler and Green. Curry is out there with Bennett, and it's Gafford in at the center position. Drops in the tray. And here we are in the knockout round of the NBA Cup. It's the Western Conference quarterfinals.
And this should be a playoff-like atmosphere. I wouldn't be surprised to see the coaches play with some matchups and even shorten their rotation.
Now, here's Vassell. Pass to Harper. Here's Castle. Fires from deep. Score the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
Locked and loaded. Harper got it away like he never even had it.
Here's Bennett. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. San Antonio's gone 2 of 2 from three-point range here in the first quarter. Latrey drains the three-pointer.
Such an advantage to have a big man who can dish it like Draymond.
A little over a minute gone here in the first quarter. And it's the machine with the foul. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
Outside Harper. They grab their own miss. For 3, Vassell. Here's Barnes, and it's Barnes slamming it down.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. Tim, some forget, prior to the success of Stephen Curry, the Warriors were not considered a top-tier franchise.
Well, before he arrived in 2009, this was one of the lowest all-time winning percentages, but they have built a dynasty, and they are now considered one of the most valuable franchises in all of sports.
Watch out. Wembanyama hammering that one home.
Lets it go with the three. And the Warriors, another three.
It continues to make plays offensively, having a very efficient quarter.
And now let's swing it over to Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Head coach Steve Kerr and I got a chance to talk for a bit. We talked about Victor Wembanyama and what he wants to see from his team defensively. And he said, I want to see us knock him off balance a little bit. Be tough, physical. That's how you get into his head, and that's how you frustrate him. Expect to see a lot of defensive aggression against Wembanyama tonight. Kevin, back to you.
We appreciate it, Allie. Thank you.
And standing easily over 7 feet. When Wemby gets that ball near the hoop, literally nothing a defender can do.
That one goes in. 14 points for the machine.
Wow, unconscious has he been this quarter. They're riding that hot hand.
And so Mitch Johnson decides to call timeout. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy. Check in for Draymond Green. Then for the Spurs, Ryan is checked in for Harrison Barnes. And it's Johnson in for Vassell. The Spurs have gone 5 of 8 from the field, shooting over 62%. Pass to Harper. And the foul on Daniel Gafford. That's his first foul. Plumlee is checked in for Stephon Castle.
Second team foul. In the lineup for the Spurs.
San Antonio with the ball. Trailing by 2. Harper the pass to Wembanyama. From down in the low post. It goes. Wembanyama's got 6 points.
The size, reach, the bucket is right there for Victor inside.
The defense doing just enough there to affect that shot.
And when you talk about Dylan Harper, Greg, just how impressive is his skill set?
A tall guard with incredible handles and elite elusivity. He already has an impressive command of the pick and roll. Harper, I believe, is primed to be a special player in this league. And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Now here's Harper. Wembanyama outside. 6 on the shot clock. The shot. Warriors with the rebound. Hard to imagine, isn't it? 25 straight wins. And to this point, no team has found a way to stop them. None.
Well, this winning streak is absolutely incredible. And it's been interesting to see the number of different ways they can beat you. They go on big scoring runs. They've got great ball pressure and rim protection. Or some nights they just shoot you out of the building with their three-point shooting. What a team to watch.
Gives the team such a great element having a one guard who can get to the 10.
Certainly something every team wants to have.
And you can see how it energizes the entire team.
Now here's Bryant. No scoring in this one. Now Johnson. Wembanyama, a screen on Butler. Johnson, that's for 2. Got it off in time and beat the shot clock, but it's no good. The first quarter all wrapped up, and it's been an exciting game so far. Warriors lead by 2. And we'll be back in just a moment with the start of the second quarter. Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And taking a look at the Warriors' performance here, guys. What are your thoughts?
Coming in hot. They were sharp from the perimeter right out the gate.
When you spread the floor and force defenses to close out to the three-point line, it's going to create driving lanes.
And it's Butler with the ball. He'll bring it up for the... And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far.
And boy, he's really in a groove. Dominant performance last game. Same thing this time out.
And that confidence has carried over to tonight. He is playing great basketball.
Here's Castle. Scoreless thus far. Wembanyama high post. Just 5 to shoot. Nice D from Porzingis. And it's the Warriors' ball. They're on a 16-4 run. And now Allie LaForce says something for us from the sideline.
Hey, the Spurs last season acquiring De'Aaron Fox, he said what this team struggled with are the things that I bring. Self-creation, being able to touch the paint, getting into the teeth of the defense and collapsing it. And regardless of how well I'm playing in a game, I still command attention. My guys never just leave me. Kevin?
Okay, Allie, we thank you.
Well, his team is up, and he's a big reason why. And it's a little easier to shoot when you know you've got an advantage on the scoreboard.
I tell you, he's playing the game with pure excitement right now.
He capped off that dunk with some serious hang time on the rim. From past the arc. And another three for Golden State.
Guys, he's been a one-man air raid coming at them time and time again.
This defense is trying to stay connected to him, but he is on a mission.
Here's Wembanyama. 8 points for him. Gets it to drop, and now he's shooting at a 5-for-8 clip.
And Kevin, they started the game shooting it so well. I'm surprised they haven't continued. They've got to get back to their strength. Gives the team such a great element having a one guard who can get to the 10.
Certainly something every team wants to have.
And you can see how it energizes the entire team.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
Here's Bennett. He takes it in, and the basket is good. Bennett's got 35 in the game.
And that is killer instinct, just continuing to pile it on.
It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Pass to Wembanyama. The kick out to Harper. Three-pointer. Green with the rebound.
Yeah, another miss from downtown this quarter after being hot in the first.
Curry's shot is off. And the basket by Vassell.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
And so it's the Golden State Warriors holding a big 18-point lead to close the quarter. And with as many three-pointers as they bring, it's easy to see why they're on the cusp of a blowout. We'll get right back to the action when we return.
Thanks for stopping by, y'all. First up on the show tonight, a quick look ahead of some upcoming games on the docket.
And you know, for that matchup with the Wizards, they don't want to say it, but they are very confident coming into this one. And who can blame them?
They played some good ball this season. Their opponent, not so much.
Now we'll take a look back at our featured game. That was quite a performance for the Warriors.
You have certain players that live and die by the three. Right now, they are L-I-V-I-N, living. Can it continue this way? I don't know.
Yeah, normally you preach a balanced attack. Maybe these guys don't need it. Thanks for spending halftime with us. Time to get it back out to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third quarter.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. Really an incredible game from the machine.
And guys, we saw just how tough he can be with the step to the rim. Great job of just attacking that first half.
Nothing in this league more difficult to defend than a well-timed weak side cut.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next two quarters are any different from the first two. So far, it has been a runaway. And Greg, with Stephon Castle winning the 2025 Rookie of the Year award, the Spurs went back-to-back in that category.
Yeah, of course, Victor Wembanyama winning that same award in 24. Just more confirmation that these Spurs are building something special.
On the court right now for the Spurs, Barnes operates at the 4 with Wembanyama at the 5. Filling the perimeter spots are Castle and Vassell. And it's Harper in at the point guard. Now, here's Vassell. Barnes passes to Wembanyama. San Antonio needs to get off a shot here. Harper, no good. Warriors leading by 20. And here's Bennett. 37 points for him. Hangs home the trifecta. Bennett's got 40 points.
Yeah, those are starting to add up, guys. Of their last 5 baskets, 3 have been triples.
Oh, the jam by Bennett.
My goodness, that was absolutely filthy.
Oh, nasty. This building is stunned. He dug deep, Greg, into his bag of tricks there. Let's see the connected cam angle on that stunning play, brought to you by AT&T. So it's the Spurs now, following the score by Golden State. San Antonio calls timeout. Power rankings, some interesting stories here in the early part of December. You look at the Spurs. They're stuck in the same spot, but still a top 10 team.
And I think for Golden State, they are the team we expected to be here. Taking the top spot come playoff time, this is the team to beat.
And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in. And here's Vassell from the arc. Rebounded by Gafford. Gafford's got 5 rebounds tonight. And Tim, you think about rim-running centers. Daniel Gafford typifies that type of player.
Yeah, Kevin, he's a great finisher. He knows when to dive at the rim. And what you like with Gafford is that he's willing to meet you there defensively as well.
And guys, hold on now. I'm getting word we have Shams Charania calling in. Shams, what do you have for us?
Well, a debate is brewing. While the NBA has pushed back against load management, saying it's an 82-game league, prominent voices on the team side countering that with much more movement on every possession, moderate play style places, novel demands on players' bodies.
A serious challenge. Okay, Shams, we thank you for that report. Connects again from distance. You can tell he is feeling it.
Kevin, he's on fire.
Outside Harper. Vassell outside. That 3 off the mark.
Yeah, just 25% to start this half. They're going to have to start getting higher percentage shots.
And that one drops.
Yeah, letting it rip. They're just having fun right now.
It's a great game plan, and it's great execution. They've really been in the zone.
Now, here's Vassell. He's been a reliable scorer for him as he's averaging up over 13 points a game.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
And another one that gives him 51.
Making it look easy.
The kick out to Barnes. Again, the miss by the Spurs.
Well, I'm surprised he missed that one. He is a dangerous guy to leave open.
2 minutes.
Here's Bennett. Sinks the three-pointer. Bennett's got 54 points.
And those aren't the type of three-point opportunities that you can allow in the NBA.
Curry with the steal. From outside the arc. Shot by Bennett, no good. And so it's Vassell who brings up the ball for the San Antonio Spurs. The Wizards on the road to face them after this game. That game will be a quick pit stop before hitting the road again.
And they just can't find a way to end this thing. Nothing falling right now.
They just need a spark. This is when your leaders have to step up. Now, he is red hot, leading the game in scoring.
To the middle, here's Harper, and Harper slams it in.
I love the way in which Harper's attacking right now, finding the soft spots.
Here's Bennett. Nailed from three-point land. Bennett's got 59 points.
And he has led the attack for them the entire game, and now he's trying to get them to the finish line.
Here's Harper. Takes it off the glass.
Superb focus from Harper on that shot, absorbing the contact well.
The Warriors have gone 9 of 10 on their attempts of and good! There's another.
And what's another 60-burger to him? I mean, you can almost expect it from him at this point.
And he is now within distance of the most 60-point games in a single season. He could do it. Here's Harper. The Warriors making the shot. Wembanyama sets a screen for Vassell. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim. Vassell's got his second basket of the night. 20 seconds left to play in the third. Now, here's Bennett. He's guarded closely. It'll count. And again for three.
Another three. I'm not sure I've seen a better three-point shooting night.
They just keep pouring in. This is a top 5 all-time single game for three-point shots made. And so it's the Golden State Warriors way out in front. Their lead at 38 points as we close out the quarter. From the field, they have been outstanding, amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. Back right after this. And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
Yeah, so impressive for a big guy to make a find like a guard.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become so we see the Warriors taking the game here. And this victory locks them in for the West semifinals of the NBA Cup tournament.
And you can tell the competition is getting fierce, right? Only 4 teams remaining on the road to winning that NBA Cup.
And that'll do it, folks. For Tim Legler, Greg Anthony, and Allie LaForce, I'm Kevin Harlan. This is the NBA on 2K Sports. But first, let's reveal our player of the game, the Machine. Welcome to the NBA Cup Championship. I'm Kevin Harlan, and joining me are Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and we'll hear from Allie LaForce on the sideline. I'll tell you guys, this has become one interesting event.
Yeah, even though it's still the regular season, this is a chance to put a stake in the ground.
Well, thinking back to last year, the 2024 NBA Cup Championship, the Bucks defeating the Thunder 97-81, with Giannis Antetokounmpo being named the MVP of the tournament.
Yeah, Giannis with a triple-double in that final in Vegas, but it was defense that won it from Milwaukee, holding the eventual NBA champion Thunder to just 33% from the field. OKC had just 31 points in the second half.
And now the opening lineup for Detroit. Harris steps in at the 4 with Duren at the center spot. Cade Cunningham out there with Duncan Robinson. And it's Thompson in at the small forward.
And smart choice by Cunningham, using the floater to get that one to go.
Here's Bennett. And the layup is good. Bennett's got 5 points so far.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
Harris kicks to Cunningham. Again, the Pistons good for 2.
That's 3 straight shots to fall here to start. Looking good.
Here's Bennett. And the Warriors, another 3. We've seen the lead change hands quite a bit in this one.
And guys, I think each team knows they can win this game. Just a matter who can catch that momentum.
It's tipped. And so just over a minute and a half played. And a miss there on the triple. For Detroit, they've gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. Cunningham gets the bucket.
You know, you're going to have success when you can start out shooting 80% from the game. So early offensively, they've been great. That's the way you like to start.
Bennett. Oh, man! What a finish.
Here he comes, and there he goes.
Look at him punish that rim.
Boy, the guys on the bench loving every minute of that one.
Warriors have gone 4 of 5 from the field so far. And we've got our 2K insider, Shams Charania, on the line. Shams, what's the story?
Thanks. Well, the Detroit Pistons looking to build on last season's breakthrough. Coach J.B. Bickerstaff said Cade Cunningham's leadership makes his job easier. And all that aside, Bickerstaff said their fierce style is key. Adding win or lose, we win the fight.
Not a team to be taken lightly. Thanks a lot, Shams. First trip to the line for him here.
An 80% shooter. The work he's done at the line this season, one word, solid.
Guys, he's slightly fallen off his pace from a year ago at the line, and those points from the stripe have been a little harder to come by.
And he's good on the first of 3. You know, Greg, after struggling with injuries to start his NBA career, Cade Cunningham is figuring it out.
And the former number 1 overall pick in 21, last season his first All-Star appearance, and he's only getting started.
Porzingis is checked in for Draymond Green. Good on the second free throw.
And you gotta love Cunningham with the way that he's just always under control. He wants to play at his pace, methodically breaking down the defense.
And he makes all 3. First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes play. Here's Bennett. And the Warriors, another 3.
Boy, he's been a monster this quarter, carrying the load for sure.
And so the timeout here by J.B. Bickerstaff. He's going to take this chance to talk to his guys. Right now, let's take a second to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sidelines.
I had a chance to catch up with Steve Kerr. I asked him what his thoughts were on Cade Cunningham, and he said Cade is extremely talented. He's got great size. He plays under control. He's one of those guys that makes his teammates better. It's easy to see why he initiates so much of their offense. Back over to you.
Terrific, Allie. We appreciate the report. Now about 3 minutes gone in the first quarter. Harris passes to Cunningham.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
Down low. Duren finds Cunningham. Clock at 6. And it's Harris off the drive. The Warriors pull it in. This team is firing on all cylinders, with the win streak tying the Heat's 2013 record of 27 wins. How many more wins will they be able to string together?
Guys, I tell you what, they're playing some of the best basketball that I've ever seen. I mean, they look virtually unbeatable. The key now is they continue to try to strive for consistency, to be ready to handle whenever the next loss does come up. That's going to be the key, bouncing back when they do have somebody in this streak.
From downtown, it's good again, and an excellent 7 for 8 shooting night so far.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
It's hard for me to watch this. I mean, the defense practically giving them those shots.
And you can see why they continue to call Cunningham's number. Once he's flipped that switch, let him go to work.
And let's look at some league leaders. Big defense being played by these small forwards. They're leading their position in blocks over the last month. Second is Ausar Thompson.
And that's a group of perhaps the most well-rounded defenders in our league. Solid on the perimeter with the ability to block shots on the interior.
Yeah, they really do make up the perfect blueprint of a strong defender at the 3 spot, combining the ability to defend on the floor and in the air.
Warriors leading by 8. Here's Bennett. Hits it from 3-point range. Bennett's got 26 points.
He's lifting up his team with his offensive output. What a big-time quarter for him.
Cunningham dishes it to Jenkins. Pass to LeVert. There's 31 seconds left in the first quarter. That's a 2 from Cunningham. Warriors with the rebound. They want to keep rolling here following the win against the Thunder.
Yeah, I mean, we saw them do a little bit of everything in that game. Showed a lot of versatility.
And, you know, everything seemed to just kind of flow naturally for them. Felt like they were in a groove from the opening tip.
There's the triple. The shot comes out. And so it's the Golden State Warriors. Their lead at 11 points to end the quarter. And their 3-point shooting has paved the way for them. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. Welcome back to 2K's coverage of the Cup Championship game. We're so glad you can. The Warriors with some changes. Green, he's checked in for Jimmy Butler. Curry comes in for Moses Moody. And Bennett subbed in for DeAnthony Melton. On the court for the Pistons, the forwards are Thompson and Harris. Robinson is out there with Cade Cunningham. And it's Duren in at the center, filling out the middle.
And this is the beauty of Cunningham. If he can score from anywhere on the floor, that length obviously a huge advantage.
Bucket is good.
He's a big reason why they're on top. I imagine they'll keep feeding him. I would.
Pistons trail by 13. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Pass to Robinson from the arc. It's rebounded by Curry.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Shot by Bennett, no good.
A bunch of threes for him in this first quarter. A bunch of threes for him in the first quarter, but he's made 0 here in the second period.
We're now joined by our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce. Allie, it's all yours.
Thank you, Kevin. Plenty of pressure for a player like Cade Cunningham, asked to shoulder the load. He said, that's what I asked for, to be in the NBA, to be in these moments. I try not to shy away from them. He practices meditation, and he says it's really helped me. Anytime I need to just reset, I can do it. Back to you.
Able to dial it in. Okay, Allie, thanks. Puts up a 3. Rebound by the Pistons. Duren's got his 5th rebound in this one. Outside Robinson. Shots good by Duren. Duren's got his first basket.
Really crisp, intelligent passing to make that basket possible.
3-pointer. Nice shot by Bennett.
Well, his scoring has helped them build and sustain this lead. Now he's trying to close it out.
Here's Cunningham. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. And this is their first time matched up with the Pistons this year.
And this was as even a matchup as you'll find in the NBA. Split the season series down the middle, one apiece.
Yeah, this is really tight. I mean, it's splitting hairs when you talk about these teams. You get the feeling if they play 10 games, each side would win 5.
And so a pretty lopsided game through the first half. Warriors lead by 19. We're going to step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after our halftime.
Howdy, folks. The moment you've been waiting for is here. Before we recap the first half, let's see what the standings look like in the East.
I think for Detroit, there are some high expectations coming into the season, and they can create a lot of pressure on a team. But they said, we can handle it, and they're proving it.
Yeah, they've got the character and the talent to be a top team in the league.
And switching gears now to that first half, big hill to climb for the Pistons.
I could say I've been pumped about this tournament, especially the last few weeks. But the semifinals, we're excited, and now, here we are. The champion will be crowned. Ernie, should we have a tournament between me, you, and Kenny?
I'm all for it as long as the category is jumpers. But in all seriousness, guys, one thing I've noticed already in this game is that it doesn't feel like a regular season game. And it isn't technically either, actually. And that'll do it for halftime. We send you back to Kevin Harlan, who has the second half call.
You can feel the excitement. It's Las Vegas through and through. And coming up here on 2K Sports, the second half of the NBA Cup Championship. It's one you will not want to miss. Really an incredible game from the machine.
And he's shown just how adept he can be at creating contact and then cashing in at the line.
Well, you know, in that first half, it was a common occurrence. He got to the strike time and time again.
Well, this NBA Cup final clearly hasn't been the game we had hoped for. It's been a lopsided affair.
Yeah, it's not looking good, but hey, there's still time. I would try my best to cut into the lead and, at the very least, play for pride.
The forward spots will be Butler and Green. Bennett is up there with Stephen Curry. And it's Gafford in at the 5 roaming the paint. So that's the group out there for Golden State. And Harris wide open. He shoots, and it's off from three-point range. Here's Bennett. Sinks the triple. Bennett's got 41.
Yeah, that's too good a look to give him from behind the arc.
And, well, Detroit shooting at 44%. Pretty reasonable. Cunningham drives in. That's tipped. And it's out of bounds. The Pistons able to retain possession here. On the wing, Harris. Guarded by Green. A nice shot by Harris.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Yeah, if that's a harbinger of things to come, he's looking at having a very big second half.
Nice shot by Bennett.
And those aren't the type of three-point opportunities that you can allow in the NBA.
You're exactly right. I mean, those come back to bite you every time, just like it's biting them now.
Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
Just a special offensive talent. We don't see guys like Cunningham come through the league that often.
Cunningham at the line for one.
On the free throw, no good. We all hear about AI in the workplace, and I don't mean Allen Iverson, although we could put him in the workplace. Greg, now teams are using computers to break down the action.
Yeah, able to use camera tracking to assess credit and blame, right? So maybe the little things in winning plays that went unnoticed, they won't be overlooked much anymore.
Time called here. The Pistons decide to talk it over. A moment to recognize the player of the week in the Eastern Conference, Cade Cunningham.
Well, he's been an absolute magician when the ball has been in his hands. There isn't any aspect of the offense that he hasn't contributed in, and it's been a pleasure to watch. I mean, unless you are an opposing coach, then his play has been a vivid nightmare. And you know what? This guy is just a natural-born scorer.
And we're just about 2 minutes into the second half now. Here's Cunningham, and Cunningham with this slam.
And he can make some jaw-dropping plays. Cunningham loves to get to the 10 and finish with authority.
And got it! Another basket. That gives him 51.
Making it look easy. Wow! We are going to remember that one for a while.
I know I will, Greg. That was special. That was really special.
A circus dunk for you right there, guys.
And then Cunningham with the dunk.
Taking matters into his own hands.
Yeah, we didn't expect to see that kind of finish.
And you know, guys, when your point guard is making explosive plays at the rim, I really do think it sets the tone for the rest of the team.
Here's Bennett. Connects again.
And this game has his name written all over it.
Greg, he's been phenomenal in offensive onslaught. Cunningham for three. They get it back for the three. Thompson outside. Robinson for three. Here's Duren. And Duren slams it in.
Nothing soft about the putback there.
And why chance it, right? Take the dunk if you've got it.
Well, you know, if nobody's going to put a body on him, then that's going to be the result.
And so Steve Kerr decides to call a timeout. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup. Porzingis is checked in for the Warriors. And the Pistons making a change here as well. Jenkins is checked in for Cunningham.
Great awareness by Thompson, wanting to find his open teammates whenever he can.
Drives to the hoop. Lays it up off the glass. Bennett's got 56 points in the game.
No, it's scary because he's just been a matchup nightmare in this game. He's eaten up anybody they've thrown at him.
It's Duren, top of the key. Pass to Robinson. And here is Harris. Guarded by Porzingis. Just 4 to shoot. With the shot. And Detroit again with the bucket.
And, you know, this team relies on Tobias Harris to score the ball, especially from these spots on the floor.
Here's Bennett. No good from the wing.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Pass to Duren. Now Jenkins. Here's the three. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Jenkins got 9 points.
And, you know, he's enjoyed the kind of day you expect in terms of shooting the basketball. He can bring them right back into this game.
Nice shot by Bennett.
They've given up a lot of three-pointers here today.
And their defensive rotations have been non-existent.
Jenkins the pass to Harris. Porzingis with the steal. And here we go with Curry running it up the court. Good, he hits again. That's 62 points. 62.
Amazing. A remarkable performance from him so far.
Harris looking it over. 11 seconds left to play here in the third. Harris draws the double. The Pistons working the ball around now. Tried to come right back with the three of his own, but it's no good. And so it's the Golden State Warriors holding a very comfortable 25-point lead as the quarter comes to a close. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. We've got more in store for you right after this. Only 1 quarter left in this year's NBA Cup tournament. 4th quarter getting going here. And up.
Substitution on the court.
-17-point game. Robinson outside. Now Cunningham. Oh, that is a big-time jam.
Puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does, G.A. He really does put pressure on you.
And you know, guys, showing how dynamic a weapon he is for this offense, they feed off of that energy and ability to make plays. It gets them going.
And it's Cunningham with the ball for the Detroit Pistons. That's going to be over and back, not watching for the line that time. Now, here's Bennett, covered by Cunningham, and good, he hits it again. He's been absolutely ridiculous in this game.
You get the sense he just can't miss.
Outside Robinson. Back to Cunningham, over Bennett, got a piece of it, and that's out of bounds. Detroit will retain possession, and the Warriors with a completely new 5 on the floor. And they've done it. What a moment for this team to lift that NBA Cup over their heads. Pure glory.
It was a memorable journey to get to this point, a battle every step of the way. And you have to think this is a huge confidence boost for them moving forward. It proves they're ahead of the curve in terms of getting into postseason shape.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. And so now, for Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and Allie LaForce, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for tuning in. We'll see you next time. And in the locker room, each guy has been going over and through his own routine to get ready. But once they take the floor, they're one single unit. Hi, everyone. Time to get into it. NBA action on 2K Sports. Kevin Harlan here alongside Craig Anthony and Richard Jefferson. And our reporter tonight on the sideline is Allie LaForce. Now let's take a moment to check out our race for Rookie of the Year. Here are some of the top young talents in the game who will be recognized as the best of the best. You look at Bennett. What a rookie year he's having, guys, atop the rankings right now. And even though it might be a tight call, he's definitely the favorite.
And what a feeling right now for him. I mean, sitting on top of the heap of all that young talent.
Yeah, nobody has made a bigger splash than he has in this early part of the season. He's already living up to his potential.
Now, Golden State's starting 5. The forward spots will be Butler and Green. Curry is out there with Bennett, and it's Gafford in at the center position. And for the Suns, perimeter pair for him will be Booker and Brooks. Royce O'Neal is out there with Williams, and it's Gillespie in at the point. Richard, this will be game 1 in this 2-game regular season mini-series. Could this be a feeling out game?
Yeah, definitely an element of data collection happening here. You have to get used to an opponent in a series, and you find out how you want to beat them.
Fires the 3. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah. When he gets engaged this early in the game, it's bad news for the defense. He can roll this start throughout the rest of the game.
Yep, it counts.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those. I know what they say, defense wins championships, but you need some bucket getters too now.
Pass to Gillespie. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
This is his first free throw of the game.
Gotta admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season. How about over 90%?
He's off on the first. And last season, Greg, Devin Booker became the Phoenix Suns' all-time leading scorer.
Yeah, he passed Hall of Famer Walter Davis to achieve that feat. And Booker is a guy that wants to be a Sun for life. So I expect him to break even more franchise records.
Warriors have gotten their first 3 shots to go in for him to start off this game. And it goes down 2 points. Bennett's got 9.
How about he has yet to miss 4-4 to start?
Let's check in now with our Allie LaForce, who's got a story for us. Allie?
I caught up with the head coach of the Suns. He said, let's be honest, Jimmy Butler is one guy we have to be aware of at all times. When it comes to a player who's as versatile as he is, that means the D has to be versatile too. That means showing Butler various looks and various defenders. Guys, back to you.
Allie, thank you so much. And it's the Suns with the ball. After the Warriors pick up 3, and the dunk by Booker.
And with his skill, you kind of forget that Booker is 6'5" and can get to the rim with ease.
Here's Bennett. And the Warriors, another 3.
And the D has gotten a little bit laxed here, defending the triple.
Outside, O'Neal. Pass to Gillespie. That's in, coming off the assist from O'Neal.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see...
Oh, my goodness.
Man.
And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game.
Well, there's a swagger out there. You can see it on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either. Brooks against Butler. Brooks right side. Some solid defense from Butler.
And not allowing...
Put it down!
Whoa! My gracious, way to get up.
Really seizing the momentum of this game, but doing it with a methodical approach.
Yeah, they haven't appeared in a rush at all. They are just playing to their strengths and building this lead out well.
Here's Bennett, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Bennett's got 21.
And when you got someone putting on a show like this, I mean, in the first quarter, you have got to be kidding.
And timeout called by Jordan Ott. Coach is going to talk some things over with the team. Might be seeing something to adjust. And how about a look at the most recent power rankings? Very telling, even though, guys, we're just still in December. You look at Atlanta. They're gaining on some of the teams above them, trying hard to crack into that top 5.
And I think for Golden State, they wanted the top spot badly, and they did just that. A real testament to both their chemistry and work ethic.
On the wing, Williams. Allen for 3. Rebounded by Gafford.
And the defense dodged one right there. Not the guy you want to leave open.
And Bennett throws it down.
Well, part of their game plan was to block out the noise and just stay focused.
Oh, yeah, they're doing a terrific job not giving this hostile crowd anything to cheer about.
And again, unable to change momentum here. Warriors leading by 15. And he finishes nicely on the layup. And that's now 25 points for the Machine.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
Pass to Allen. Back to Booker. It's deflected. And here's Bennett. He had a career game last time out. Bucket after bucket.
Yeah, they built up this lead 3 points at a time.
We'll see if they can keep this pace. Not sure they can win it by relying on just the three.
Too open that time. Made it look too easy.
As we've seen Booker develop into an all-NBA player, it's really been his passing that we've seen the biggest increase.
The Warriors shooting their first free throws of the night.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
First free throw is good.
Taking 2 shots.
And Bennett drops them both. Here's Green. We saw him with 19 points his last outing. The 3 ball. Not going to go that time. And so it's the Golden State Warriors with a 19-point advantage heading into the next quarter. From the field, they have been outstanding, amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. Back to the action in just a minute. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And guys, we've seen the Warriors really take control here.
Just stretching out the floor at first, they had the defense scrambling.
Their points came almost exclusively from beyond the arc. And as this game continues, that should open up the floor for the rest of their offense.
So both teams changing it up here. Setting the floor for the Warriors. The forward spots will be Butler and Green. Bennett is out there with Curry. And it's Porzingis in at the center, filling out the middle. Nice shot by Bennett.
And they're really in a good position here, thanks in part to the way he's been able to score the basketball.
Brooks feeling it out a bit. Pass to Booker. Chalk up 2 there. Booker's got 6 points in the quarter.
A tough start scoring the basketball, but they're starting to turn it around now.
Looking around the end. Oh, wow.
Yes! Oh, he is a highlight reel unto himself, guys.
That could be a contender for the dunk of the year, I think. Pass to Iguodaro. Out to the right wing. Gillespie, the pass to Booker. Some nice ball movement here by the Suns. Gillespie, that's good. Gillespie's got his second bucket of the night.
And their shots are falling now with more regularity than we saw at first.
Outside, Green. Here's Bennett. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. And that's now 38 points for the Machine.
And he's the main reason they have the lead right now. He's been perfect from the field, literally.
O'Neal from long range. The rebound goes to the Warriors. And this team is in the middle of an astonishing 28-game winning streak. Yep, 28. No matter when it finally ends, this will have been a historic run for them.
And we're looking at a team that has proven they can win against anyone in this league, even given a variety of factors. It's maybe going out on a stretch to say they've reached an all-time great status. But hey, there's an argument for it.
Williams, he's checked in for Phoenix. The Warriors also with a sub. Daniel Gafford's checked in for Porzingis. Now here's Brooks. Last time out, he had 14 points.
Not that time, but that's a shot that he's going to make more oftentimes than not.
Nice shot by Bennett.
And he has flat out taken over this quarter. Keep feeding the beast.
Suns have gone 6 of 10 from the floor here in the second quarter. Williams up on top. Pass to Brooks. Back to Williams. Here's Gillespie to end the run. They get it back.
And all you got to do is look at the rebounding margin as to why they hold the lead.
They're limiting the offensive possessions for the other team. Tough to win with no extra possessions.
Oh, and the buzzer beater's good.
Ringing the bell. That's the way to close the quarter.
He knew exactly how he wanted to do it, too. There was no doubt in his mind that it was going to fall.
And so it's the Golden State Warriors with a 34-point advantage heading into the break. The three-point shooting has come fast and furious to the tune of what has become a big-time blowout in progress. And we'll be right back after this.
Hello and welcome. Before we take a look at the action from the first half, a brief overview of some upcoming games.
At home, this team is pretty stout. Looking at this upcoming stretch, they're probably licking their chops.
Well, we're talking pork chops or lamb chops, or what kind of chops are we talking?
Or chops could mean acumen, being great at what you do. Kind of like YouTube mutton chops. Let us take some time now to talk about the first half, a commanding performance for the Golden State Warriors.
Anytime they sniff the paint, it's a bucket, and they found different ways to do it.
Yeah, their game plan gets the Shaq seal of approval. Get it inside and hit them hard.
And that about wraps it up. And as the third quarter is about to begin, we go to Kevin Harlan for the call.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. Really an incredible game from the machine.
As impressive as the block totals are from him early on, they don't even tell the whole story. He's changed countless others.
And you can bet that that's had an effect the rest of the way. Guys won't be trying to take him one-on-one because he alters just as many shots as he blocks.
And it's the Suns with the ball. And joining us now by phone is insider Shams Charania with some news. Shams, give it to us.
Well, guys, a lot of excitement about this upcoming 2026 draft class, but quietly, some scouts voicing early concern about the quality of prospects in the class of 27. Now, there's still time for players to emerge, but expect this to impact the way teams value those picks.
Something to keep an eye on, no doubt. Shams, thank you very much for the report. Perimeter pair for him will be Booker and Brooks. Mark Williams is out there with O'Neal. And it's Gillespie in at the one spot. That's who's out there for Phoenix. It's stolen by Curry. Here's Bennett. Yet another bucket.
And only a handful of the all-time greats have more 50-point games than he does.
He's moved all the way into a tie for fourth place on that list. Oh, boy, looks like he was injured there.
Yeah, looks like he's in real pain. Definitely a concern right now.
Look, I'm no doctor, and I know that might be.
So we see the Warriors taking the game here. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking to feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance all the way around.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. Along with Greg Anthony,
The man in the middle, 7 feet 1 inch.
Happy New Year's Eve, everyone. With the new year approaching, so is the trade deadline, Grant.
Yeah, it's sooner than you think, too, B.A. Some teams will have a new look in the new year. And, of course, that's just the business of basketball, as they say.
Let's take a look at our starters for the Golden State Warriors. Butler and Draymond are the 3 and the 4. Then it's Daniel Gafford. Then there's Stephen Curry. And it's Bennett in at the point guard position. Bennett. And the rebound goes to Charlotte. Here's Ball. And Gafford with the block. Here's Bennett. Trips down the breakaway slam.
Can Mr. Curry shoot the basketball? No doubt. But he's also a very willing and capable passer.
Pass to Knipple. Some nice passing by Charlotte here. Off the mark there with a 3. Here on the first, a little over a minute played so far. Shot is good by Bennett.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
The 3 from Ball. Gafford grabs the miss.
Well, trying to reply to the 3 on the other end just doesn't go down for him.
And you think back, not many point guards have combined the vision with the frame of LaMelo Ball.
I mean, he's 6'7" or even taller. You think about it, it's just a short list. You think of Luka Doncic, Penny Hardaway, Magic Johnson. That combination of size and court awareness is hard to stop.
And Ball gets it to go.
Well, the quickness helps LaMelo Ball out inside right there. Just allows him to get the quick drop on the defense.
Bennett. And he gets it to go. Bennett's got 9.
Only in quarter number 1. He's put in 4 out of 5. Great start.
Pass to Knipple from the arc. The Warriors pull it in. And this squad has managed the unthinkable, stringing together 34 straight wins and eager to add number 35 tonight. To say they're on a heater is an understatement.
Look, at the end of the day, this team, of course, wants to win an NBA championship when it's all said and done. And you know that's what they have their sights on. But it is so nice to enjoy the hype and accolades of a team that is right now steamrolling through the entire league in this incredible stretch. Wow, this has been an amazing thing to watch.
And timeout called by Charles Lee. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. Will grant a wrist injury hampered Brandon Miller in year 2. Good to have him back in action.
Yeah, the number 2 pick in 2023. I mean, the future is still bright for Miller, and he'll have every opportunity to fulfill his immense potential.
James is checked in for Charlotte. The Warriors also with a sub. Santos is checked in for Draymond Green. Knipple with a bucket.
Yeah, consistency beyond the arc was a big selling point for Knipple. I mean, he's got really impressive accuracy. Attacking the rim with power.
Tremendous finish. Hornets trail by 5. Just under 3.5 minutes elapsed here in the first quarter.
Boy, not his best quarter. He's trying to break through.
Oh, nice one-handed jam there, B.A.
Hey, little exclamation point. The Hornets have gone 4 of 9 in this one so far. Now Ball, he's putting up some terrific numbers, over 28 a game.
Boy, his struggles this quarter is not helping them right now. They may need to start going to somebody else on the offensive end.
Shot is good by Bennett.
Boy, absolutely no rim protection, leading to a lot of easy buckets here.
Bridges outside. There's Ball with a 3. Warriors with the rebound.
Nothing going his way. Boy, it feels like he's forcing it and to no avail.
Shot is good by Bennett.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. They should continue to ride the hot hand.
Ball taking his time here. Pass to James. Back to Ball. That falls. Nice feed that time from James.
He's just 2 for 7 from the field, trying to work his way into a rhythm.
Here's Bennett. Oh, it's his 10th basket on 12 tries. You got to appreciate the efficiency here.
And they've settled in quickly today. A nice flowing rhythm to their offense.
Now, here is James. No points so far. Pass to Bridges. Screen by James. Bridges misses. Here's Bennett.
Get there.
Up in time. Oh, and he hits it at the buzzer.
What a huge shot to beat the buzzer. My goodness.
Well, that's the perfect end to the quarter for them. You have no idea how much of an effect those buzzer beaters can have on a team's momentum.
And so it's the Golden State Warriors liking their chances. Let's get you back to the action on the floor as the New Year's Eve festivities continue. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Warriors. And we're just over 2.5 minutes into the second. Here's Ball. Ball ventures inside and converts.
There is such length that comes with LaMelo Ball. This guy's ability to finish in the paint is really admirable.
Wow! Always fun to see point guards who can elevate above the rim like that.
Oh, a strong mindset and even stronger finish.
Boy, it's incredible how much explosive scoring ability can come from the lead guard position. That is a big-time play.
And they're +5 on the boards after that rebound.
Oh, got that bucket in no time at all. Bennett's got 31 points.
Even with all the threes he nailed in the first quarter, the defense still hasn't made the proper adjustments.
Here's Ball. And Ball throws it down.
Now, this is what you love about having length in the backcourt. That 6'7" frame. Go ahead and finish, LaMelo.
Here's Bennett. And the Warriors with another 3.
And for so many teams in the NBA, establishing the three-point shot is goal number 1 on offense. He's definitely doing his part tonight.
No doubt it's a growing trend, Greg, and he is highly accurate tonight.
That's his second triple this quarter. I guess he's left that dry spell behind.
That one goes. Count it. Bennett's got 36 points.
This guy has absolutely owned this quarter. This is how you lead by example.
There's Ball with a 3. The shot no good. The Warriors lead by 19. Here's the 3. That shot missing.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Off target from three-point range.
I'll tell you, his teammates are going to start to freeze this guy out if he keeps taking threes like this.
And the shot goes.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way. Most defenses want to protect the paint first. Great job there.
Bennett can't hit.
Sometimes you just lose that little bit of focus, and this is what happens.
Out to the right wing. Here's Ball. That doesn't go either for Ball.
Oh, he'd like to have that one back. That's in his wheelhouse for sure.
And so it's the Golden State Warriors. They're feeling great. A 21-point lead. A big difference in shooting percentages. That's why they lead. Back after this.
With All-Star Weekend around the corner, let's see who's looking to bring down the rims at the dunk contest this year. And swerving off topic for a moment, since this is the halftime show, I was just wondering, what was halftime like in the locker room back when you guys were playing?
I would never be checking my stats and figure out if I'm close to a double-double or not. That's something I would never do.
Yeah, he was trying to figure out if he's close to the double-double. He didn't know if it was rebounds and points early or a cheeseburger.
I'm talking about the cheeseburger. What are you talking about, Kenny?
And looking now at that first half, anything that could have gone wrong did go wrong for the Charlotte Hornets.
Where's the perimeter D? I see no sense of urgency, and those boys are getting scorched.
Big fella, you might be able to guard the perimeter better right now.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Let's take a step back.
And that is going to do it for us. Let's get back to some second half action with Brian Anderson and company.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the rout that it's threatening to be. And we're joined now by Shams Charania. He's calling in with a story. Good to have you, Shams. What's going on?
Well, with teams seeking switchable defenders.
Oh, another one falls!
Yeah, another extraordinary effort from him. Now, we've come to expect this as of late.
Yeah, he's now tied for 5th most 40-point games over a single season, setting expectations extremely high. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more. And when it comes to adding sizzle to the steak, just watch LaMelo Ball, Doris.
I love that, B.A. Certainly, entertainment is a big aspect of this young man's game. The fancy dribbling, the no-look passes, the range on his three-point shooting. He alone can be worth the price of a ticket.
Let's go with a three. It's rebounded by Golden State. Green's got 4 rebounds in the game. And there's the drive. Oh, the teardrop falls in. Bennett's got 42 in the game.
He has done the heavy lifting for them offensively, now looking to close this thing out.
It's stolen away. And the Warriors pushing it up now. And it's good. Fought through contact, hit the shot, and will go to the line.
Personal foul.
And this is year 2 for Coach Charles Lee at the helm of the Hornets, Graham.
Yeah, B.A., a long-time assistant. He knocked on plenty of doors before finally securing the lead role. And that determination to break through, something he's looking to impart to his young roster.
You know, for this team to win games, he knows he's got to be much more efficient than he's been.
The Hornets have gone just 1 of 3 in the second half. Jacks up a 3. And the rebound goes to the Warriors.
Struggling to get into their groove here, just 1 for 4.
Here's Bennett. He buries it from 3. Bennett's got 48.
Another reason why they're up, just taking what the defense giving him here.
Ball with another miss.
It's been an ugly quarter for him. Trying to shoot his way.
And got it! Another basket!
I mean, he has been hot as a kettle and serving all comers.
And making a little history tonight. He's just tied for the third most 50-point games in league history.
Tying up none other than Kobe Bryant with 25. And when you're being compared with him, you know you're doing something right. And they're up considerably because of their efforts on the glass.
A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Thank you, B.A. Many have predicted an all-star future for Brandon Miller. He said, I don't really read anything like that. I just focus on what I can do today. It's all about the work. That's the only way to get better. I just came in with the mindset of making my team better and being a winning player. Back over to you, B.A.
Okay, Allie, thanks a lot.
Dance lessons. Oh, that's nice. Let's see it.
Checked in for LaMelo Ball. And for an idea of how the league is shaping up right now, take a look at these latest power rankings. You look at Oklahoma City, they're building some momentum right now and aiming for a spot in the top 5.
I think for the Warriors, they've been on a roll, victorious in their last 5 outings, really showing up their #1 seed status.
Back to Miller, out to Bridges to halt the run. Stolen by Gafford. Oh, and a fast break. For the Warriors.
I have to admit, it's always a tough decision for the ref on the block charge call.
Second team foul.
And Charlotte making a change here. Diabate's checked in. And so Golden State takes this one, and by a big margin. Boy, this crowd has to be shocked by the way their team was dismantled.
Now, shocked and surprised. It does.
still early in the season. Greg, what kinds of storylines have caught your attention so far?
How the All-Star voting is shaping up. All-Star appearances are mentioned on a player's resume, especially when they retire. So these guys want to be one as many times as possible.
So here's Oklahoma City's starting group. Holmgren plays at the 4 with Hartenstein at the center spot. At the guard spots will be seen Gilgeous-Alexander and Wallace. And it's Williams at the small forward position.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
That is a quality look. You can't do it much better than that.
Now here's Holmgren. SGA with the ball. Out defended by Bennett. And it's the Warriors' ball. What more can you say about this team? They've won 35 games in a row. No one seems to have any answers for them right now.
Well, their run to this point, incomprehensible. There's no question this will end up being one of the greatest all-time streaks we've ever seen. The only question that remains, what is a team going to do to end this streak?
Just 2 to shoot. Williams' shot is off.
Yeah, scoreless here early after their first 4 shots. They right now are searching for a bucket.
I've always admired the impact that Steph Curry, Tim, has made on this game, and not only at this level, but at every level. With that in mind, do shooters train differently in part because of him?
Yeah, I believe they do, Kevin, but you've got to beware. This is a guy that's often imitated, rarely replicated. He is so special, but I think guys need to add escape dribbles, the sidestep dribble, and certainly deep shooting off the dribble. That's where Steph Curry has impacted the modern shooter.
That's good advice. Trains it from beyond the arc. 8 points for the machine. And so it's Oklahoma City with it. 6-point game. Fresh from a win against Portland.
Yeah, let's give a shout out to their defense in that one. The intensity, the shot blocking, just a dominant performance.
I just thought they looked focused all night long. At no point did they relax or take their foot off the gas.
It's good.
You can't have a better start than that, connecting on 4 of your first 5 field goal attempts.
Holmgren outside. Back to SGA, and it's blocked, and he keeps control of the ball. Into the lane. Shot by Bennett, no good.
Well, the defense challenged him just enough to force that miss. They really collapsed when he got close to the rim.
Holmgren can't hit. Warriors leading by 6. Let's go to the sideline and see what Allie LaForce has dug up for us. Allie, take it away.
Thanks. The Thunder are a powerhouse without possessing a bunch of big-name stars. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander said the front office does a good job of picking players to be a part of the organization, and Coach Mark Daigneault said our job as a team is for the whole to be better than the sum of the parts. Kevin, back to you.
Okay, Allie, thanks. And some changes here for the Warriors. Santos has checked in. Moody subbed in for Butler. And a new group getting ready for Oklahoma City. Jalen Williams has checked in for Hartenstein. Kenrich Williams comes in for Chet Holmgren. Alex Caruso is checked in for Williams. And it's Mitchell in for Cason Wallace.
Excellent all-around performance so far, hence the big lead.
Well, it's just an outstanding effort thus far. They've done a great job at both ends.
The Thunder with another miss.
He just doesn't look like himself this quarter. Something's missing.
He seems like he's moving okay, but clearly something isn't right.
Yeah, not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
Here's Mitchell. The Warriors making the shot. Outside Williams. SGA on the wing. To the paint. Will it go? And the rebound goes to the Warriors.
He was bothered just enough to miss that shot. That's good work by the defense.
Nice shot by Bennett.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
And because of that, this one looks like a bit of a mismatch.
Let's keep it going for your Warriors dancers.
29 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Mitchell. And again, Oklahoma City. No good.
Yeah, easy call.
The Warriors shooting their initial free throws of the game right here.
First team foul.
Free throw good from Bennett. Aaron Wiggins, he's checked in for the Thunder.
Bennett. 2 shots.
That's also good, so he hits both free throws. 20 seconds left here in the first quarter. And here is Holmgren. Hasn't made one yet. To stop the drought, and the rejection by Gafford. And as we conclude the first quarter, a one-sided game so far. Warriors lead by 17. It's the NBA on 2K Sports from San Francisco. Glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And for the Warriors, this has been the game. And some changes here for the Warriors. Green, he's checked in for Quentin Post. Curry comes in for Melton. And Bennett subbed in for Murray. And then for Oklahoma City, Jalen Williams is checked in for Williams. Wallace comes in for Isaiah Joe. And Gilgeous-Alexander is subbed in for Mitchell. So for Oklahoma City right now, at the guard spots, we'll be seeing Gilgeous-Alexander and Wallace. The post pair form will be Williams and Holmgren. And it's Caruso in at the small forward. And Greg the Thunder, NBA champions at last, and still incredibly young.
And this is no fluke. They defended, they shared it, trusted in the system and one another. The league's been put on notice. This team is just getting started.
Nice shot by Bennett.
Well, he's done everything you want offensively. Great shot selection, and he is a big reason why they have the lead.
From deep, Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's out of bounds. Oklahoma City able to retain possession. And Oklahoma City making a change here. Hartenstein's checked in.
Isaiah Hartenstein. 2 minutes remaining in the first half.
And a wide open look for Gilgeous-Alexander. Makes no mistake on the open jump shot.
For his position, Hartenstein does an impressive job with the dribble handoff, using his perspective to find those openings.
Good on the three-point shot. Bennett's got 5 points now in the quarter.
And let's see, guys, if that triggers another little explosion from him after hitting 3 triples in that first quarter.
Holmgren outside. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in cracking this huge lead. And what a huge performance for him. I mean, he drained 3 3-pointers in that first quarter, and he's got 2 more here in the second.
And the dunk by SGA.
And you see the acceleration right there. SGA turning it on.
Nice shot by Bennett.
It just seems like the more he touches it, the more the lead grows.
And Gilgeous-Alexander's got the ball here for the Oklahoma City Thunder. Last time they lost to the Warriors.
And it's going to come down to effort tonight. Last time they met each other, they were demolished on the boards, and that rebounding difference led to a sizable loss.
Well, I don't think you can look at these matchups and think it can be just one guy. I would have everybody on the glass to help out.
And the Warriors making a change here. Gafford's checked in. And Oklahoma City with a change here, too. Mitchell's checked in. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
Yeah, they're relying on their three-point shooting and getting pretty good results.
Beyond the arc. Draymond Green pulls it in.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Wasted no time on that one. And that's now 37 points for the Machine. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. A costly foul there. He'll shoot 3 free throws.
And this is a big part of SGA's game, drawing fouls. And he's an outstanding free throw shooter.
And he sinks the second.
Now here in the second quarter, he's getting to the line. I like the aggressiveness.
and he nails the third.
And they're getting to the line a lot in this quarter, guys, and it hasn't been by accident.
Now, here's Bennett. Gilgeous-Alexander covering. Now, here's Bennett. Got it up. And another one falls. Amazing.
It's unbelievable. He's now 5th in the number of 40-point games in a single season.
One of the more bankable scores this league has ever seen. You have to marvel at his consistency. His scoring has been eye-opening. And so it's the Golden State Warriors rolling along with a 27-point lead as we wrap up a quarter. And with as many three-pointers as they bring, it's easy to see why they're on the cusp of a blowout. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here.
It's time for your fan half-court shot. Please direct your attention to center court. Drums, please. And that's where he knocked the shot. Give it up for the participant.
Hello, folks. Still a ways off from All-Star Weekend, but let's first check in on who's in the running for this year's three-point contest.
You gotta love All-Star Weekend, guys, especially when it comes to the three-point contest.
I think we should have a three-point contest right now. You and me, Shaq. Come on.
I don't even think you could beat Ernie.
Hey, easy. And now, how about those first two quarters of play? Just a dominating performance for the Warriors.
It's one-sided on the scoreboard. Also in the rebounding column. They're hammering on these guys. This is how you blow a team out.
Yep, secure those boards, good things happen. Scientifically proven.
That'll do it for our show tonight. Thanks for joining us, and we'll send you back to Kevin Harlan for more Hoops action.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Really an incredible game from the machine.
Yeah, and through the first two quarters, he has been the offense for this team.
Well, and I expect they're going to continue to lean on him as we continue in this game. Why not? The way he's playing right now offensively.
The forward spots will be Butler and Green. Curry is out there with Bennett, and it's Gafford in at the 5. So that's the group out there for Golden State. Tim, in your career, you played at every level of basketball, pro and college and before. What's the single biggest change in your mind as far as professional basketball outside the NBA?
Well, Kevin, I think globally the level of play has just risen dramatically. There's a much greater belief now that you can actually make it to the league, even if you're playing outside this country. And then the G League has created a much more streamlined path for those who want to work their way into the league.
G League has been terrific.
Sure has.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area.
Now, let's take a minute to talk to Allie LaForce courtside. Allie.
Thank you so much. Chet Holmgren talked about how he succeeds in spite of a slender frame. He said, you can't be afraid of contact. I'll continue to use my strengths out there, my length, being slippery, playing hard, and try to get better at my weaknesses, too, throughout my career. That will leave me in a good spot. Kevin?
The sky's the limit for him. Okay, thank you, Allie. Gilgeous-Alexander finds Holmgren, and a great assist by Gilgeous-Alexander as that one goes in.
And once Holmgren gets the ball in there, he can finish in so many ways.
It seems like Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, he got it again! Sensational!
Well, he's been firing on all cylinders, and the defense helpless to keep up.
And this gives him alone the third most 50-point games in league history. That is some elite company.
Yeah, and sitting between Jordan and Kobe, when those are your peers, I think you're doing all right. And really, as the three-pointers keep dropping, you get the sense that the frustration is mounting for the defense.
And he makes good on the way. SGA's got 14.
There are few guards in this league that do as much damage in the paint as Gilgeous-Alexander. He may be the best we have.
Yeah, this looks like a pregame shoot-around with all the threes they're allowing.
And SGA has got the ball here for Oklahoma City. That'll be the second of this two-game road trip. Wallace kicks to Gilgeous-Alexander. Lays it up and banks it in. 16 points for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
And that's what separates Shai from other guards. He can absorb the contact inside and still finish.
Another one goes. Incredible.
Make that 61 point.
Yep, everything is going his way right now. 1:41 left in the third. Uncovered. And it's good off the back of the rim and in. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 6 points in the quarter.
Well, and I tell you what, SGA is a bona fide superstar, having another huge night.
Here's the drive, and Bennett throws it down.
He's been carrying the load on offense in this one, and he might as well keep looking for his shot the way he's been going.
Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Tight defense on him. Good, that's another bucket. He's been absolutely ridiculous in this game.
You get the sense he just can't miss.
There's a minute left in the third. To the inside, Hartenstein, Green with the rebound. For three. Good, another from three.
Another three. I'm not sure I've seen a better three-point shooting night.
They just keep pouring in. This is a top 5 all-time single game for three-point shots made.
And the defense has to be extra cautious defending SGA because you know he's looking for opportunities to go to the line.
First one falls for him. And Tim, the quintessential unstoppable force, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, taking his offensive game to a level rarely matched in league history.
Oh, Kevin, I'm running out of superlatives. The ability to score at every level. He gets to the foul line. He makes guys better. I just marvel at the totality of it.
Again, what an avalanche!
And that's 70.
He's unbelievable. Oklahoma City's gotten blank from three-point land so far in the third. Still 0 for 3. And here's Mitchell from the arc. And here's Gilgeous-Alexander outside. And he's good on the three ball. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 11 points here in just the second half. It's stolen by SGA. By himself.
Oh, man!
Oh, let's go home. That was just ridiculous.
I do not remember the last time I saw a dunk like that in a game. And so it's the Golden State Warriors sitting at a lead of 40 points at the end of the quarter. Terrific play. Their defense has been active and effective. And don't go away. We'll be right back. And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Yeah, playing for one another. That's the definition of teamwork.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. So we see the Warriors taking the game here. This game may not have been the most exciting we've ever seen, but you have to appreciate just what a clinical performance they put on.
I know their fans appreciated it, and we saw at times stretches of excellent defense. Potency from an offensive standpoint as well. They were pretty much dominant.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. Alongside Tim
Happy holidays, everyone, from all of us at 2K Sports. Thanks for joining us at this most special time of the year. This is Brian Anderson, Stan Van Gundy, and Grant Hill here with me. And in a few moments, we'll hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce. Let's see some of the numbers here for Jaren Jackson.
And his effective field goal percentage isn't in the best place right now. Over the last 5 games, he hasn't had much shot discipline. He'll be looking to play a lot smarter today.
The starters for Utah. We've got Jackson, Bailey out there with George. Then it's Walker Kessler, and it's Sensabaugh in at the 3. And for Golden State, Butler and Draymond are the 3 and the 4. Then it's Daniel Gafford. Then there's Stephen Curry, and it's Bennett in at the point. And we talk about the fatigue when playing the second game of a back-to-back. Stan, how does that usually manifest?
Well, I mean, just off the top of my head, it's things like sloppy play, missing easy shots, lapses in your defensive rotations. It's mental mistakes more than physical fatigue that happens on the second night.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move, like, where was the defense on that play?
Well, when you are the aggressor this early, it is intimidating.
I'll tell you, those finishes are always extra special when they come from your point guard.
Oh, forget about his passing. Can we see more dunking?
Wow, that is an impressive vertical for a point guard. My goodness.
Pass to Sensabaugh. Just 5 to shoot. Now here's Kessler. Here's Jackson. No good there, off the double clutch. I think many would say Jaren Jackson Jr. has an incredibly complete game, Coach.
Yeah, offense, defense, no room for complaints, BA. Rebounding, he has the tools to dominate, but the numbers are still coming around.
Now here's Kessler. Looking at his stats, he's putting up about 7.5 per game. Nice shot by George.
Just a gutsy play by George inside, finding the close-range look.
Golden State has gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far.
Well-placed pass in the hands of a guy ready to attack.
For Utah, they've gone 2 of 3 from the floor. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Steve Kerr gave me a few minutes to catch up with him. Jaren Jackson Jr. was the topic, and Coach was impressed by the tape. He said, the more I watch of Jaren, the more I'm convinced he's the best defensive player in the league. He does so much for their team, and we're going to have to be hyper-aware of his weak side help tonight. Coach isn't alone on that appraisal. Back to you guys.
Okay, good stuff. Thank you, Allie. Pass to Sensabaugh. Over Butler. And it's good as he snugs it right through the net.
Look, he's the kind of player that has you awake at 3 a.m. asking yourself, are you kidding me?
Clear the deck!
Wow!
And this kind of sick slam is just one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game right now, B.A.
You know, there's an edge the way they play and a confidence they're not afraid to show. Here's Sensabaugh. And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. Drills it from deep. Sensabaugh's got 5 points.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
Lets the 3 fly. Shot is good by Bennett.
Exchanging buckets from downtown. That's been a staple of tonight's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
And so Will Hardy calls the timeout. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. And the Warriors making a switch here. Santos is checked in. And now we have a minute here to take a look at which teams are playing the toughest defense. The Warriors, number 1.
They've been able to consistently slow opponents, using every tool they have to shut them down.
Jazz trail by 5. And you look for bright spots in this developing core for Utah, Grant. What stands out?
Well, I think it's the front court, B.A. You have 2 gifted scoring forwards in Markkanen and Bailey. Then you've got Walker Kessler, an elite shot blocker, manning the middle.
6 to shoot. And here's Bailey for 3. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. The last time these two teams came together was also in this building, and they were able to win it for the home fans.
And they came away with the win because everyone contributed. The starters, the bench, they all played as a unit.
Yeah, give credit to those guys for playing with such aggressiveness. It makes a huge difference when you get that kind of boost from your second unit.
The Warriors lead by 4. Driving inside. Shot is good by Bennett.
They're not messing around. 5 of their last 6 buckets have